it's Mrs. Davis. I am here at school. I'm not really sure if it's week 5 or 6. I have kind of lost track of the weeks and even the day of the week because today is Tuesday. And I said to one of my students, good things today is Friday since we have a couple days off. And then I realized it's Tuesday. However, it's sort of like a Friday for the A kids because Tuesday is their last day of school in-house until the next week. So keeping track of what day it is, what week it is, it's a little bit of a struggle. And, you know, I can't even keep track of like what I've been working with Group A. When I get to Group B, I have to really think through what have I covered because we're kind of sort of not on the same schedule. One group is working just a little bit ahead just because I've been with them at least 2 days longer. So it is a struggle to try to keep it all straight. However, we just got word today that all of the students are coming back in-house for in-person learning on October 20th. And I'm so excited about that. I know we're going to have some challenges when we have 19 students in-house. We will have a remote day on Wednesdays. That will give us a chance to do any cleaning and any organizing that we need to do. So I wanted to show you my desks because I do have 19 in here. However, they're not 6 feet apart. We can't do that. And that's okay as long as they're facing forward. So let me pan around here. And you might notice also that the whole room is pretty much filled with desks. However, I am going to work on getting some centers put up. I do have a round table. I'm going to have 4 centers in the round table area. I've got a listening center and then a painting center. I do feel like young learners need to be able to go travel and work at centers. So I've got a few bugs to work out with that. You know, I'll have to figure out if they work over there. I'll have to make sure that the least amount of things are getting touched by multiple students. So I've got a few things to work out with how the centers will operate, but I am going to work through that. So I also wanted to show you another little space that I've gotten set up, and it's for my small group readers. So I've got this cute little space. I'm really happy with it, and I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can see my reading carpet. I've got my little rugs for my readers to sit, and then of course over here Mrs. Davis's magic carpet. I decided that I wanted to, let me put you down. I decided that I didn't want a big reading table because of course the way we have to arrange the desk, it just takes up so much space. And then I had this large reading table and it took up a lot of space. So I got this carpet from Amazon. I just spread it out and we're going to be working on the floor. So I'm okay with that. I used to do reading groups on the floor all the time, and then I kind of went away to a table area. But with what we're working with now, I decided that the carpet would be a good choice. And what I've also done, I've got all of my reading materials located here. I've got each group's basket or folder here, and I also have this located on the floor. I think I shared this at the beginning of the school year that I was going to have my spiral notebooks with all my data for each student. So I've got housed in this little tabs here, and each little section is writing and reading and math and behavior. And as the students are working in small group, I can just pull their little notebook and take notes. And it's been a really handy tool for me to collect information and have it at a glance. And everything I need to know about that student is located here. And then I can just leave it here on the floor. And since I started small groups this week, I have used it several times to just pull if I see a student struggling with something, or if they're having a success with something, I just can open up that notebook, just jot down those notes, and I've got the information. I don't have to go hunting for a spreadsheet, or I've got to run to my computer and put the information in. I've got it right here, and that is something I thought would help me. So that is that's working out really, really well. Some other things that we're working through, now that we have all the desks, we don't have to switch out. I can leave all the student work, all of their work folders. I can leave their, I can even leave their drawers in there. And we may even shed the drawers because we can keep all their stuff inside their desks now, because they'll have their own desks and we don't have to switch out. So that's going to make life a lot easier. I'm a little worried about the fact that all the desks are so, you know, far in the, and the students in the back, they're really way back. And so I'm worried about those students in the back, and I'm trying to figure out the students that I know will work well in the back versus the students that I know need to be up front, and I can make sure that I am checking on their learning and that they're focused and able to get things done. So that's been a little challenge. I'm trying to arrange that. I have noticed with the students, since they've been out so long, there is definitely a gap, not only in what they know coming into first grade, as opposed to what they would normally be skilled in. There's definitely a gap. Some reading skills are definitely lacking, some math skills, definitely a struggle. So working through using math materials and just working through math thinking, that's been a process. And then behavior, I started my behavior chart last week with them. And I think I showed you that I've got a chart system. Let's just go over there. So take you right over there. And I've still got still got a student located. So let me take him off. I've got this chart system, and it's got, of course, red, orange, yellow. Green is where everyone starts. So everyone has a clip with their picture on it. And then as they follow the rules, they go up the chart. And then this is the moon. It's for those students that just really are doing well all day long. Someone actually made it to the moon today. This is really an incentive, because if they go down, they can work to go back up. And that's really helpful. However, this rule right here, follow directions the first time that they are given. Oh my goodness, that has been a struggle. They are really struggling following directions, especially if they're multi-step. They're just out, they've just been out of that structure of the classroom, and they are just really struggling with following directions. So we're really working on that. Multiple times I have to repeat directions multiple times. So that's been a little bit of a surprise. It shouldn't be, but I don't know. I don't know. I've just been really surprised at their lack of being able to follow directions when they're given. They can't multi-step it right now, most of them. So we're working through that. We're talking through the rules often, and I am trying to be very patient, because I'm trying to remember that we've all had a struggle. We were all out of our normal routines, and it takes a little bit of work to get back on track. So I'm glad that we're coming back in person, all of us. I'm looking forward to that. I will keep you posted about how that goes, because it's definitely going to be a challenge, because it's going to be different. Right now, I've got either 12 students or I've got 8 students, and, working in a small group is great. So when you have 19 and you have to work back through that, again, for teachers, we're out of that structure. We haven't had a full class since March 13th. That was my last day of school when I had all of my students. So, I've got my work cut out for me, but hey, we are teachers. We've got this. We can do it. Hey, I'll keep you posted about how things go when all the students arrive, and I'll let you know how I'm surviving. All right, until our next video, as always, have a good one. Good afternoon. I'm here at school, and I wanted to share with you my beautiful day. It has been so warm and just so wonderful, sunny today. And we've had several days in the season of fall just exactly the same. But what I wanted to share about this beautiful day exactly was the fact that one thing that we get to do, since we have such a small group right now on Mondays and Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, is we get to spend some time during the day out here in the courtyard. It's lunchtime, so we're having to eat in our classrooms, and that can be a bit we're just isolated. It can be a bit lonely, and the students just really want to talk to each other. And so they have a tendency in their desk to turn around, and then of course their food gets all over the floor. So one thing I've been able to do with my smaller groups is take them out into the courtyard. Some students have their towels, they just spread out, and then others just find little areas. We've got benches and tables and picnic tables, so it's a great time for us to enjoy the fresh air, the sunshine, and they're really able to see their friends and talk to them and still eat lunch without having to turn around in their desks. So I did want to share that with you as part of being the hybrid model that we are. We have those smaller groups. Oh yeah, that also brings me to something that I wanted to clarify. So I was watching back my video from yesterday, and I realized that I told you I had 19 students. That is true. However, I told you I had 12 students. My A group is 12, my B group is 8, and I know that doesn't add up to 19. I wanted to clarify that for you. I do have 19 students. However, one of those students comes for both of those groups. So I have one student that is here with A group, and he also comes with the B group. So I counted him in. I said I had 12 students and 8 students, but really that student comes 2 times during the week. So that's why I said it that way. And as I was watching it, I thought, this is going to look like Mrs. Davis does not know how to add. I do. We do have 12 and we do have 8, but only a total of 19 students in all. Did want to make that clarification so you wouldn't think that I was absolutely the worst teacher of addition, that I couldn't even count my students properly. Anyway, all right, I'm going to close up. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go home, and I am going to get my running clothes on, and I am going for a run in my neighborhood. I'm so excited about just enjoying the fresh air and sunshine, my own self. All right, until next time, as always, have a good one.